All right. Where am I at? Where am I at? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello, hello. Oh. Hello, hello. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me? Why can't you see me? Where am I at? All right. Guess we're doing it like this then. All right, all right. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? First, first live stream. Man. Um, and let's get straight to it. Before we get to the football stuff, man, what a Royal Rumble that was on Saturday. Um, couple of key thoughts and moments. The man's Royal Rumble was. We all knew Cody was going to win that. I don't think nobody was surprised about that. We all knew he was going to win. Rhea winning the women's Royal Rumble, coming in at number one. Perfect booking. I think a major push should have happened for Rhea Ripley. Man, she's gonna do major things. Future world champion Rhea Ripley. That spot between um, Logan Paul and Ricochet was insane. Shit was insane. So Royal Rumble was pretty decent, especially the ending with Roman and Sammy and KO, and that was done very well. That was done very well. Um, this is exciting. First live video. Hoping for big things. Hope everybody can hear me. Hope everyone's doing okay today. Not gonna be here too long. Don't want to take over your night. I believe you can still watch it even after I go live. Um, very excited, very excited, very excited. Got my Demon Slayer poster, my League Village headband, and Spider-Man picture and Pikachu picture on the wall. Got the Spider-Man Xbox. Got Tundra over there, just chilling, All right, I'm not gonna hold you. Let's get straight to it. Let's talk about Championship Sunday. What a Championship Sunday it was. We want to get straight to the Eagles versus the San Francisco 49ers. Coming in, like I said, I had the 49ers on Friday. Right before my video went up, I switched to the Eagles. I just thought the Eagles were just a better team. Thought they was a better team across the category, across everything. I thought the Eagles were better, and they proved it. Um, Jalen Hurts didn't have the best game. Didn't have the best game, but he did what he needed to do. He made the plays he needed to make. Um, so not the best game for them. The defense definitely, I believe, won them that game. If the defense and Brock Purdy not getting hurt, if the defense don't play like that, I think the 49ers clip them. But man, what a way to start off. That catch that wasn't a catch, Devontae. You couldn't get the angle on it, see if it was really a catch or not. It looked like one, but man, what a play! Punched it in after that. So the Eagles, I think they definitely have to play, especially Jalen Hurts have to play better against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. If he plays like that and Pat plays how he plays, Eagles don't have a chance, especially with how Casey's defense playing pretty damn decent right now. Especially they put Joe Burrow on his butt numerous times and made him uncomfortable pretty much all game. But we get to that later. We're talking Eagles and 49ers right now. It's crazy because I feel so bad for the 49ers. Your starting quarterback gets hurt, and your backup gets hurt, and then the backup gets hurt in a championship game, and then the backup gets hurt in that very same game, and so Brock Purdy comes in, can't throw the ball at all, which is crazy to me. I think he has some nerve damage. It's just reported that he's out for at least 6 months. So we'll see how that goes. But tough break, man. Overall, the defense played pretty damn good, considering that offense was non-existent. It was like the Eagles' offense and defense versus the Eagles' defense, basically. Versus the 49ers defense, basically. I'm sorry. Chris McCaffrey, man, he laid it out there, put his heart on the line, put his body on the line. Kudos to him, man. But I mean, you can't win games, especially playoff games, when you don't have a quarterback. So, I mean, it's tough break. It's football. Injuries happen. So it's nothing you can do about that, really. Just make sure you protect the quarterback better. Hassan Reddick absolutely destroyed the 49ers offensive line. I mean, that's gonna be a tough matchup next 2 weeks in the Super Bowl. So this game wasn't really much. It was over pretty much after it started. Like I said, I'm glad to see Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. I'm happy to see the Eagles, man. I feel like sometimes the Eagles get a bad rap for some reason. I'm happy to see the Eagles succeed, and now they're gonna go face their former coach and Andy Reid. Speaking of Andy Reid, let's get to this monstrous game that we had last night. This game was so amazing to watch. Myself, I was having a panic attack probably during most of it. But I want to just clear something out the way. With the whole officiating. Officiating's been bad all year. Referees have been bad all year. It just wasn't this game. It just wasn't for the Chiefs. Fishing's been bad all game. Was there some missed calls? Yeah, there's some missed calls. But the fishing has been bad all game. I mean, all year. So it wasn't just like this week they decided, to be horrible. They've been shit all year. So, gotta take it. Bengals still had opportunities to win, couldn't do it. That's nobody should feel bad for them. Nobody will feel bad for the Chiefs. I mean, you played to win a game, and they didn't win. So, and this is another thing. Everybody, I don't know what it is about Patrick Mahomes, why he doesn't get the amount of respect that he deserves. But I've been hearing, oh hey, Joe Burrow outplayed Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow this, Joe Burrow that. Let's look at something real quick. Joe Burrow, the baby Brady is what they calling him. Joe Cool, 26-41, 270 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Okay. QBR was 50.6. Rating was 70.2. Okay, so I mean, it's decent. I guess it's decent. Now let's look at Patrick. 29 for 43, 326 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 67.2 QBR, rating of 105. We have to stop discrediting Patrick Mahomes when he go up against other great quarterbacks. It has to stop. It's been going on for so long, and we have to stop. I mean, he's on his way to win his second MVP. He's on his way, I believe, to win his second Super Bowl. And when are we going to appreciate the greatness of Patrick? I don't want to turn this into Patrick Mahomes fan page, which honestly it might end up being that. But we have to appreciate his greatness now, because he's showing that he's not only the best quarterback, he's the best player in football, the absolute best player in football. He did this basically on one leg, down 3 receivers. I mean, we had a practice guy called up the day before the Super Bowl, and he made a big play, made a very big catch late in the game. But that's what Patrick had to deal with. No Tyreek. Everybody thought, oh, Patrick's not going to be the same. He doesn't have Tyreek Hill. He's not going to throw for so many yards. He's not going to get so many touchdowns. Not going to do this. Not going to do that. And he still threw for 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, on his way to winning MVP. So we have to stop disrespecting Patrick Mahomes like he's not the baby goat right now. I do want to say, although I do hate the Bengals, I hate the Bengals because they're so good and they beat us 3 times in a row. That team, the Bengals are going to be in there almost every year. You could put the Bengals over the Bills, put Joe Burrow over Josh Allen. That's how good I think that team is. Like I said, I don't hate the Bengals because I hate them. I hate them because they're so good. And Joe Burrow is just so good. Jamar Chase is really good. That defense is really good. And those guys go out and compete. They play hard. I don't think Hurts. I don't. Here's my things with Hurts. Okay, Jalen Hurts. I think him getting hurt him. Um, he wasn't putting up the numbers that Pat was putting up. It's clearly he wasn't. He wasn't putting up the yards. He wasn't putting up the touchdowns. Um, he had the rushing stats. I mean, was he more impactful to the Eagles was as Pat was to the Chiefs? I think it was pretty much the same. I think if you take Pat off that Chiefs team all year, they win probably 5 or 6 games. I still think the Eagles win 11, 12 games without Jalen Hurts because the offense is potent. Offensive line is amazing. Defense is amazing. We have a very good head coach. So that's my thing with the Hurts. I mean, I get it. You know, Hurts had a very, very amazing season. But I'm rolling with Pat. But the Bengals, man, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. And you know, all the talking is fine. You know, this is my thing with the talking. It wasn't like the Bengals were beating the Chiefs by 10 plus points every game. It was 3-point games, 3 games in a row. It was a 3-point game this game. And so, you know, when you got Joe Mixon saying that they're top dogs now, you got Mike Hilton and Burrowhead and Eli Apple, you know, just talking and doing silly stuff, and you got Cincinnati Mayor saying Joe Burrow's Patrick Mahomes' father. Come on, that like you haven't been there. You haven't been there. They just got here. Kansas City's been there. The Bengals are just arriving, and so, I mean, you got to do something first in order to talk. In my opinion, you made it to a Super Bowl, you lost. Congratulations. You know, but you haven't won anything, really. You got one AFC championship under your belt. You've been to your second straight. Kansas City's been to 5, been to 2 Super Bowls, going to 3 now. And so I don't think the talk really impacted the game, but now you look silly because you lost. Um, you look like fools because you basically didn't back up what you were talking. And there's a couple of media outlet people saying, "Oh, well, it's not like Chiefs barely beat the Bengals." But everybody was saying the Bengals up and down had a better team than the Chiefs. Starting at, some people said Joe Burrow is better than Kansas City. So starting at the quarterback, the running back, you can give Chiefs offensive line, and then the defense. Everybody had the Bengals over the Chiefs. So realistically, going for that logic, the Bengals should have blown out the Chiefs by at least 15 points. If it was that much of a difference between teams, the Bengals shouldn't have lost at all. And the Chiefs dealt with so much. Patrick Mahomes injury, Travis Kelce back injury, Jerry Sneed going out, Willie Gay hurt, 3 receivers going out. You're not supposed to lose that game if you're the Bengals. And that just speaks of the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. I felt this, and I have this problem with Andy Reid all the time. I feel like second half, Andy kind of just he doesn't adjust well in the second half, and that kind of showed in this game. It was just the greatness of Patrick Mahomes and the defense coming alive. Chris Jones. I've always thought about Chris Jones being better than Aaron Donald, but he proved it, especially this year. Chris Jones, if not the best defensive player in the league, he's the best interior defensive lineman in the league. And you can make a legitimate case for him to win Defensive Player of the Year. And You know, he just, oh my goodness, Chris Jones is that dude. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Um, Eli, Sam, Von Bell, Joe Burrow, even though he left Ohio State, that would have been cool to see. But the better team won. The better team, the better team won. The better quarterback won. So maybe next year, maybe next year. Um, but looking forward to the Super Bowl. Um, this it's a unique matchup because I don't think the Eagles played anybody like the Chiefs, anybody like Patrick Mahomes before. I don't think they played a quarterback like Patrick before, or at least this season. And like I said, if Jalen Hurts plays like he played yesterday in the Super Bowl, they're not winning. There's no shot, especially if the Chiefs defense continue to dominate up front and get major stops in the secondary. I mean, our secondary gave up some big plays, but they made some bigger plays. The two picks, the tip pass, um, you know, secondary came up big. I mean, we had three rookies out there, four, including Brian Cook. Legarius needs go down. We have three rookie quarterbacks. I mean, three rookie cornerbacks out there playing in the AFC Championship game to make it to the Super Bowl. Three rookie cornerbacks. The Bengals should have blown the Chiefs out. And appreciate it. Appreciate it. I love you too, man. I love you too. Um, the 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 Bengals should have blown the Chiefs out. I mean, they had three rookie cornerbacks out there playing, balling, balling. But I think if Jalen plays like he played, there's no shot the Eagles win. The defense can only make so many plays against Patrick. So I think, and I'm going with the Chiefs. There's no debating it. There's no there's no thought into it. I'm going Chiefs. I'm going Patrick Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP again. Um, I think when it comes down to it, Patrick's been there. I think experience does matter, especially in a game like this. Experience matters unless you're that guy. And I don't think Jalen Hurts. I think Jalen Hurts is a guy, but Patrick is him. Patrick Mahomes is him. Jalen's not him yet. Patrick is him. Can Jalen become him? Yeah, but Patrick is him. And I think Patrick already won in the Super Bowl. Andy already won in the Super Bowl. A bunch of those guys on that team won a Super Bowl a couple of years back. So I think the experience is going to be a big factor for the Chiefs. I think the Eagles defense can only make a couple of. Now it depends on who's healthy, who's not. You give him Mahomes 2 weeks to heal up. You're giving Kelsey 2 weeks to heal up. You're giving Snead, Tony. You're giving all these guys 2 weeks. You're giving them time to heal. Now, if the game was next week, Super Bowl was next week, we can have a different. We might be having a different discussion right now. But knowing that Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs have 2 weeks to heal and prepare, that's dangerous, man. Especially off the high we coming off of against the Bengals. That's dangerous. That's dangerous for the Eagles. It's dangerous for the NFL. So, it's going to be a great matchup. I don't think there's going to be any blowout, any sorts. I think the margin of victory might be between 3 to 8 points. So I'm looking forward to it. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Um, you know, had fun today. Gonna do this a lot more. And y'all have a great day.